Hello everyone, and welcome to my review of Anakin's Jedi Starfighter, set 75214, with 249 pieces. Now, as you can see in the box art, we have the Delta class, I believe is the proper pronunciation of this ship, for Anakin Skywalker, and in the set you do get Anakin Skywalker, of course, and R2-D2. They have just nearly escaped an explosion, which is quite nice. Now, this is a bit of an older set. However, a fun fact about this is that you could actually get this for like $16, which is a very nice thing. So, unlike the newer one, or at least this variant of the Anakin Skywalker's Jedi Starfighter, which is a different model, of course, but that one is $30. So, for almost half the price, you get basically the same minifigures, and still a very nice ship, but you get to cut down on the costs a little bit. So that was very nice of this set to do. Now if I flip around to the back, you can see landing gear. It's got some stud shooters over at the front, cockpit. Also in the underneath, you can place the lightsaber, which is kind of handy. You get a bit of storage there, so that's quite nice that they included that. The beauty of this Anakin Skywalker minifig is that you actually, since it's a bit older than the other versions, since this came out a bit later, a bit earlier. I don't know the exact year off the top of my head, but you can see that there's no burn marks or anything, which is quite nice, because the more recent iterations of Anakin Skywalker, at least in the Duel of Mustafar, and also the newer Anakin Starfighter, which is the other model that he does use. It's not the green version, it's the yellow, but still, it does have the burn marks, which is nice to see. And so you can get that full armor and the robe without too much difference. And I believe that the other versions don't have the armor plate, at least for the Duel of Mustafar, because when he is flying, he does have that armor plate, at least. Since this is more Clone Wars style than, the third or Revenge of the Sith style, which is nice. Then he's got his blue lightsaber. He's got the bit of a comm link there, so that he can keep in touch. Now, his hair is pretty standard, but if I flip it to the back, you can see that bit more of the armor goes there, you got the belt, and then you've also got the angry face. Now, the other minifig, which I'm not going to spend too much time on, is R2-D2, and you've probably seen R2-D2 about 100 times at this point. It's R2-D2, not too much special. It's got details on the head and on the front. Nothing too special, but let's get on to the ship. Unlike the more expensive counterpart, I feel like 2 minifigs does this set justice at the $16 price point. Now, you could have gotten it for more, but the general thing, at least when I was purchasing this set, and the reason I purchased this set, was for that $16, 60 would be way too much for this set, but $16 golden price point. Now, the minifigures, as you can see, fit snugly into the set itself, with R2-D2 sitting over here in the front, a bit exposed, but that's what you get for having an astronaut. He's probably going to be exposed, so that he has that wide range of view, at least, or to some degree. Or it's just for convenience of entry. Don't really know. It looks fine as is. You've got a bit of curving or sloping just to kind of even it out, even though it's not perfect. It's very good for what you can do with Lego, so no faults there. You do have basically symmetry over the wings, except for the Republic logo, which is over on the right side. So that's nice. You do get a bunch of sticker detail over here on the front, so you do get a bit of merging of colors, which is quite nice and rounds out the ship. You also get the flag in the back, and then this just side detailing as well, with the Republic insignia on both sides this time around rather than just on one side, which is very nice. You've got the twin thrusters over on the back, which is very nice. They're in this lime green color, which suits it very nicely, even though that might not be the most accurate thing. I haven't seen this ship in a while, so please, I do apologize if I'm not getting everything, but you can see the landing gear just fine. You've got this little foot that you can retract up when you're in flight mode, or it was kind of out of frame, but you can retract it up and down to get into landing mode. The one thing is, you are going to want to angle it slightly forward so that it sits even, because if you do place it fully out, it is going to go up a bit, at least I think, because for the most part, I can, I'm not too sure. It looks like it might be angled down now. I can't really tell with this set. I do generally keep it on this footing, because I do feel like that looks more correct. I don't know if it's necessarily true. You can tell me in the comments. You've got the stud shooters over at the front, nothing too special. You do get yourself, actually no, I'm getting confused with the other model, which does have the spring-loaded shooters up at the front. You might be able to see them, but there is the bit of green that sticks there. And so I figure that this set might have them as well. And it does not, which is unfortunate for playability if you're interested in that. But, it kind of makes it a bit less bulky over at the bottom, which it is already kind of bulky considering you do have all that. But you can also easily take off the wings. I did take off the engine, but, and you do get this almost like a speedboat look, which, depending on who you are, may or may not be desirable, but you can do that pretty easily with the set. So there's that if you wanted to do it. Now, the one final thing that I would like to mention is over in the cockpit, you do get a bit of detailing so that you can go ahead and do flip some switches, press some buttons, that type of jazz. Now, before I send you off on your day, I would like to say that I'm kind of recovering from whatever's going on with me right now, so I don't know how things are going. I was originally planning on uploading this Monday, then I got backtracked, and I don't know what's going on. So that's the situation, but I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.